Hello, little one.
Well, going for tonight's letters. The conqueror from Neo-Sumatoris seeks guidance. The river has stopped flowing, and the land crumbles. They want answers from the gods and the great sages of the mountain of Malkuthos.
Neo-Sumatoris stretches its fangs like a viper. Without a response, whatever they will do to water the land in their realm will surely choke the rest.
Gilgidub II, without nobility, acts like an emperor. But the gods love him not. Perhaps they will speak now.
Or perhaps not.
The Oracle hasn't spoken for 15 years now. I hope this doesn't mean the gods are angry at us.
Let us consult Mixia, the goddess of the rivers, and deliberate from her response.
You would have us waste what little water so we can send a response to a foreigner warlord in a land that is not his? The response of the gods is the drought!
3 droughts in Neo-Sumatoris within one cycle. We should not have hubris to think we already know the will of the gods, or our lands may suffer next. What say you, wisest of us all? Have the gods spoken?
We shall all die.
Die of starvation? If the drought extends?
No. It will be now. In this moment. Here.
Turn back, stranger. This land is forbidden.
A Jijin! A Jijin!
What do you mean? I fled to this place because of them. Now they have come for me here. They never stop. They never stop!
Do what you have come to do quickly.
Please, no.
Filthy Corian's dog, prepare to be slayed. You are no match for the almighty gods chosen.
big scorpions and used her powers to smash them with only one hit.
Are you the great wizard?
Yes, I am the great wizard. And I don't like kids who laugh about my turban.
Having fun, oh great wizard? Those stories really got popular, huh?
I think it's a bit weird that Ameri keeps telling people I'm a wizard, but whatever.
Hey, it's been a while. It's been, what, 2 months since the last mission?
I think it's been a little more than that. So what's it going to be this time? Killing a Cyclops?
Our client is there. I don't have the details yet. But this is going to be the biggest contract we've ever had. We were summoned by the High Command of Neo-Sumatoris itself.
By the High Command of Neo-Sumatoris? But Neo-Sumatoris is basically just a bunch of mercenaries controlling cities. You can hardly call it a nation. Isn't there a risk that we'll be dedrafted to fight for them in the war they're waging against Mirza?
I made my terms very clear to them. We're not mercenaries. It seems they want us to help them investigate a murder case that has something to do with a monster, but they've asked for a lot of discretion. Anyway, shall we go?
The mistress is expecting you. Please, come in.
Hey, there you are.
A Digya!
Hey, relax. She's not a Digya.
What are you talking about? Look at the marks on her skin!
I am not a Digya. I am an artifact collector. I just happen to have a modified Digya, hence the marks.
Apollo, this is Stellina. Stellina, this is Apollo.
This is a Digya, a real one.
Aren't they called just djinns, though? Without the D?
Real Ditchies are parasite artifacts that lash onto the brain, granting strength while controlling the host. Centuries ago, the Empire of Akon learned to modify them to grant power without the mind control.
Thank you. No need to thank us.
That is disgusting.
Indeed. I acquired these while serving in the army of Gilgadub II. That is actually how I got into artifact collecting.
Interesting. When you contacted us, you said the mission was from the Neo-Sumatoris High Command?
Yes. I am just the spokesperson here, but your mission was requested by one of Gilgaduk's generals personally. I'll explain what happened. A few weeks ago, we sent letters to the sages of Malkathos to ask for advice regarding a drought we are facing in northern Neo-Sumatoris.
I hope the mission isn't just digging new wells.
While the sages deliberated, Agil invaded the sanctuary and killed them all. All except one. An apprentice escaped and came to us. He has vital information, but requests an audience with Gilgadug II.
I see, but when you said we'd be dealing with a murder case involving a monster, I didn't expect a Jish.
Does that mean you want to refuse?
No, but as you said, Jishs are dangerous. Because of the risk, we need double the pay.
We can discuss that later. Your mission isn't to kill the Jish. We already have men on that. We moved the survivor to a safe house in Domus, a city a few hours from here. I just need you to reinforce security until Gilgadug II arrives.
So, no Dish?
What do you mean, no dish? Stop changing the pronunciation for the gods.
I hope not. The survivor is paranoid, but I don't think the Jingam will show up.
That changes things. We are at your disposal, madame.
Good. I'll have the guards prepare the carriages. We have to go to Domus now. I must be Elihu's age. The Judgy artifact makes me age slower.
We're at war with Mirza, for starters. I'm a soldier, ma'am. Obviously, honor is important to me. And what's wrong with that? Neo Sumatorius is at its peak.
Legion?
So, I already understand why Digya and Ashen are part of the team. But as a talent scout, why did you bring Ameri?
Something against Ushinos?
Not exactly against Ushinos, but he seems to be more of a burden than a help sometimes. I thought maybe you were doing a good deed. Ashen thinks it's because Ushinos are strong when they transform or something.
It's kind of both.
So, you're sending him on missions around the world out of pity? Don't you think you're putting out the fire with oil here?
I got to know him when he was even younger, during my travels through the Council lands. His mother had been exiled from other Ushino nomadic tribes and lived in the city but had fallen ill. His older sister did jobs around the city to earn money to care for both of them. I felt bad for them, but I was a busy man and did nothing. Returning to the city later, I learned that both his sister and mother had died, and he had been left alone. What kind of person sees a child and knows they will starve to death next winter and just leaves them be? I can't give him a home, at least I can give him a job that allows him to support himself. Do you understand now?
Yeah, I get it, though I disagree.
How so?
You don't save people out of the goodness of your heart, Iliha. You save them because they pay you to do it. You know very well there were 10,000 other ways to help the boy than to include him in a group of adventurers. But honestly, I don't judge you. You're the one paying my salary. I couldn't care less about that.
Damn.
What's that?
They're signaling us to stop.
We have a spare wheel back here. It won't take long.
We'll need to tell them to wait.
What was that? Dido!
Did you hear that? It sounded like Ameri.
I can't see shit here. Can you give me the lamp? I'll go see what's happening. Oh, it's the DG!
Go! We gotta go!
Are you okay?
Burge! Undo yourself!
Hey! Stop wasting time! The Jill! He went towards Damas! He's going after our witness! No! Hurry up! It's not possible.
Don't tell me that was the safe house.
And what do we do now? Great. We lost the witness and the Jish. At this point, he must already be flying back to wherever he came from.
And the information he had died with him. Neosumatorius is in danger, and now we don't even know what from.
He didn't say anything at all?
He said a few things. The reason he locked himself in Malkuthus was to escape something that was after him. It seems he discovered something in Sorias that he shouldn't have.
We have company. Is that a soldier of yours?
No? Hey!
Never mind. You are not a Jill. Not a true one. What a shame.
That won't do anything to me, you idiot.
Not in the wrong hands, indeed. Speak. Did you know the dish's target?
Hold on! Who are you and what are you doing here? Are you an ally of the Dishs?
Do not insult me. I'm on a holy mission from God to purge this world from them.
You said God in singular? Oh, I know who you are. You're that mad exiled Simonite. What do they call you, Red Prophet?
My name is Zachary. The fools in power in my kingdom long ago abandoned the will of the true God. Now, if you have nothing to answer, farewell.
Hey, hold on. We didn't know the Jushi's target, but we were on our way to provide our protection services to him.
And we would have succeeded if the pesky thing hadn't ambushed us in the forest on the way here.
Interesting.
What?
This Jinn has more than one target, and his plan is not as direct as I thought.
Huh? To be clear, there are not multiple Jinns, there is only one. The Jinns all share a single mind, in service to the desert demon Corian. They are also terribly persistent and never leave a job incomplete. That is why they are so feared. If you survive a Jing's attack, you can be certain it will hunt you until it kills you. They hate leaving loose ends.
Unless he wants something from one of us. Have any of you had problems with gyms before?
The victim had said he had important information.
Perhaps it's related to that. The good news is, if the Jig wants something from one of you, he's possibly still in the vicinity.
Then what are we doing standing here? Let's go after him!
Genes are powerful, but they are cowards. They avoid larger groups, but love catching individual members by surprise. You need to split up.
No, I hate being alone.
Let's make pairs of two then. I'll go with Apollo. Elihu, you go with Stelina. Dido with Ameri. We'll split up around the city until we find him. When we do, we find a way to lure him to the other members.
What? You want to go with someone else?
Are you sure you want to go alone?
If you have your plan decided, I will continue with mine. Until we meet again.
That's Doto's butterfly. I think that means Doto must have found him. Let's go.
You can try using your telekinesis all you want, but it won't work. Cold iron chains. They absorb any Esper power like a sponge, and they leave you feeling quite exhausted as well.
That Jinn was a great lord, don't you think? You may have gotten distracted by your adventures, Apollo. But we haven't forgotten you. Never.
Hey! Leave him alone!
Unfortunately, a witness.
Azra. Azra.
No. Not you.
Azra! Don't! Azra! Wait!
God. What was happening? Why was Azra... Apollo! Say something!
There you are. The genes problem has been solved.
Wait, what happened here?
Apollo was being attacked by a female Ushino. It was all a trap. Everything. The whole mission.
What are you talking about?
I know what the witness had to say.